had to let that go on for a little bit longer than I normally would, because it's my song. I wrote a song, chat. Can you believe it? I haven't done that in I don't know how many years. A couple years. It's been a little bit. I don't normally work on music anymore because I find it usually more fun just to listen to music, but listen to other people's music. But I was working on the next edition of MarfGH, and I needed something for the last song, and I didn't want to just, like, I don't know, pull something from Rock Band Network or something. Although I could have done Chiasm or whatever, but I was like, wait, I write music. I could write a song. I could put something in the game, and so that's really what I've been working on for the past week, and it's been fun as hell. It's been really, really fun. The coming up with solos and everything. I don't normally write a lot of melodic parts and solos and things. I tend to be more of a very rhythm-minded person. But what I did was I blocked out the structure of the song, and then I threw it into my chart program, and then charted note patterns that I then, because it's all MIDI, both on the audio end of things and then on the chart end of things, I took it back into my my audio editor and turned it into solos, turned it into very fast blippity bloopities all over the place. And I just got this in the game actually like an hour ago, and boy oh boy is it my new favorite thing. It's a lot of fun. It's really hard, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I shall be off of it soon because it's almost finished. Right now it's just a matter of getting some alternate versions done for the concept of the song being that everywhere you play it in the game, it's different. So I just need to get some alternate versions done. Actually, most of the alternate versions are done. There's just 2 left, and then I can go focus on something else. As someone who has never made music once in my life, I'm impressed as hell. Thank you. I have never been a great performer. I mean, I can... Every so often I get to sit behind a drum kit, and I can play that pretty well. That's always been my thing. But of course, it just happens to be the one instrument that I can play sort of I don't have regular access to. I had an E-kit as a teenager, and I mostly used it to play Rock Band, and then I destroyed it. Well, actually, I didn't destroy it. Technically, my mom destroyed it, but that's a whole different story. And it wasn't her fault. She wasn't trying to. But anyway, so I do want to get back to actually learning how to play instruments and like my bass and all of that. But I have this one last order of business, a couple more songs to do for the next MarfGH. And I'm like, well, I'm already there. Let me just get as much as I can done. Right now, and one of those, of course, was writing a song for the game, and so yeah, I'm very, very pleased. But anyway, we are not here to talk about Guitar Hero. We are here to play Japanese Spyro, and thankfully Savannah will be here for this one. She has returned from her lovely vacation in Europe. I don't even know if she wants me to say specifically where. She might have said it to other people. I don't know. It's one of them lovely Nordic countries where you feel like you're on the edge of the planet. It's great. Let's get Duck Station going. And let's just hop right in. Because I haven't progressed very far. Spyro is not a big game, but I have not progressed very far. And the good reason for that is I keep getting distracted. I want to show people stuff, and alcohol gets involved. But I'm bored of drinking, so I'm going to leave that until like Christmas or something. Then it could be like a nice festive thing, Imagine not being in a Nordic country. Yeah, I can imagine that pretty easily because that's me. I've never been. Anyway, let's go ahead and Duck Station's up. Transition. All right. And yes, I am going to be... I don't know why the game is so quiet at the moment, but I will be playing with it so it's audible. Oh, I think I know why. Hold on, let me check. Did I turn it down in the audio settings? I sure did. There we go. I turned it down in the audio settings. I don't even know, what was I playing? I don't remember what I was playing that I needed to do that, but I turned it down to like 30%. I was like, it's not just a Streamlabs thing. Anyway. Yes. Oh god, yes, this. Yes. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I was in, oh shit. Sorry. Memory card stuff. I've been reminded. Let's see here. I had the wrong memory card, so it wasn't showing up. Wolfland is my favorite Nordic country. How has the last week of your life been, chat? It must be said, I do miss Wales every day. Mostly, I miss things not being so ungodly fucking stressful. But that's nothing to do with the United States, so it's all good. Let's get into some Spyro. It's been slow. That's all right. That happens sometimes. Same old, same old. That's all right. No news is good news. That's I do believe that. I did get everything here. So I guess we are. Did I save? Oh shit! I might have to redo some of the stuff I did last stream. I had to reload the page to watch the stream. Shakes fist at YouTube. It sure is a functional website. Actually, Kebby has just told me earlier that Twitter has officially DMCA'd Knitter, which is the alternate front end where you don't have to deal with all of Twitter's bullshit. It's finally not in development or anything. They finally... Hello? Sorry. I've confused myself. I've confused the game. I keep forgetting that the top option is, sorry, no, I don't actually want to go to the thing that I approached you for. And the bottom one is where I can fly away. There we go. So anyway, yeah. So Knitter was quite nice, and it's now DMCA. They shut it down. The guy's talking to a lawyer, apparently, because it's like, can they do that? But that's all these fucking websites. That's all these websites. They all want you to make an account. They all want you to fucking... Okay, so I guess all of the stuff I did on the previous stream is null and void. I might as well make that a not Spyro stream. I might as well make this part 2 then. Because it was mostly me playing other games and chattering with my girlfriend. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't actually do the, I didn't finish that achievement. I was like, why is that popping up? At least retro achievement stuff should be finished. But anyway, yeah, they all want you to make an account and give them money and stuff, and it's just like, nobody can just provide you a good service, because it's all about maximizing the amount of money that we can make off of things. So that is fantastic. Somnolescent.net will never do that to you, and Wolf.world will never do it either. Just saying. Just saying, we are the only websites you use. If I had a Wolf GF, I would also be chatting with her instead of playing Spyro, so I cannot blame you. It's good. It is good. She's wonderful. We love Kebby. I love Kebby. I love Kebby so much. Yeah, so it looks like we'll have to be redoing a couple things. That's fine. That's fine. We'll call this our part 2. Somnolescent.net will DMCA your site BTFO. I don't even know what we would DMCA over. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure we'll find something professional. There will be no survivors. But yeah, Savannah will be joining us, which is good because it's Spyro. It's like a legal requirement that we get Savannah on for a Spyro game. Oh, we will be doing the other 2 as well. We're going to be doing the American versions of those, because... Actually, I don't know. They don't... maybe the Japanese versions of them have weird stuff too, but it's always the first game that I hear is like, oh, look at all this weird stuff they did to it. I don't know, but I can only... This is the only one that has the different retro achievement sets, so we're gonna leave it. You know what I mean? We're just gonna be like, yeah, it's fine. Alright, let's see. This is always a tricky thing. Nice. And then I want to say we can hit that other chest with this cannon as well. Yep. Nice. I have 100% of this game before in the American copy, so, and it's been over this summer that I've been like, hey, let's add some international versions of games to my gigantic memory card of beaten games, you know, just so I have an excuse to replay some favorites. So Japanese Spyro is as good an option as any. As nasty as that heat wave was, the nights that I spent playing the first Gran Turismo, the European version, were pretty great. And actually, we spent a lot of time in the lounge because there's the thermal curtains in there, and obviously it's on the ground floor anyway, so it's gonna be cooler. Watching Wilty and me playing PS1 games, and it was really good. It was wonderful. It was very, very good. Am I able to jump that? Nope. Stupid of me. Hello. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, welcome. That was dumb of me. It's fine. It's fine. This game isn't hard. I didn't need that life. I will when we go to Treetops. Oh god, I can't imagine how fucking awful Treetops is in this version. Treetops is bad enough. Can I hop that? No. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Someday, Cammy, you will have to put Rapscallion as background music for your stream. The scariest part is Rapscallion is in the content ID system. They would notice that I was using Rapscallion. Rapscallion is a Welsh kids TV show about a rapper. He looks like Pro Jared. He is in all gold, all fake gold, everything, and he raps about like paper. And Rapscallion himself will watch your streams. Please no. Scary. He raps about many things. Ten rappers, Eminem was afraid to be flipped. Anyway, so this is how I ended up. I own a Rapscallion CD. I do. I really do. And the story of this is that I went to the UK, as you do, and we were on a call, and calls over there, you know, because my reaction, Rapscallion reaction, Rapscaction. I don't know. I don't gotta work in the morning. You don't pay me for this. But yeah, so when we do group calls, obviously Kebby and I are in the same room, and sometimes Triss as well, because he's the next room over. But I was trying to trade some Pokemon Red exclusives over to my Pokemon Blue save. That was what it was. The grown man who doesn't know what spaghetti is. Yes, thank you. I'm glad someone can coherently explain the wonder of Rapscallion. The thing is that Rum and Coke was also involved, and we got on topic of children's TV shows that especially Kebby and Triss used to watch, and were weirded out by. Yeah, see, the gems aren't popping for this one, so it's on my retro achievements, but it didn't save. I'll have to remember to save this one. That's okay, I'll redo the stage, it's fine. But yeah. Children's shows that freak them out or that they remembered, whatever, Rapscallion comes up, and I find that his stuff is, like, actually has automated YouTube uploads. The game is a little loud compared to your mic. Okay. I will adjust that. There we go. Okay, that should be better now. So I'm like, oh, so this had to have been on CD then, right? And I had to buy it from a Welsh bookshop. And I had to get it shipped to Kevy's house. And it was like, I'm pretty sure it was just like a half-hour walk away. So I couldn't wait to actually pick it up. Although I don't know what the reaction to that one would have been. But yes, I now own this. This is what I do with my money. Could I do beats for Rapscallion? That's the real question. That's what I want to know. It's funny actually. When I was in college, which I'm going back. Can you believe that? It's just online for right now, but I will be going back, and then I'll be doing the last 2 years at a proper uni. I'm now just so used to using the UK terms for everything. It's crazy. Anyway, Yatta. But yeah. So I was doing the music thing a lot more seriously. There we go, got it. And I was working on. It was actually supposed to be a dual thing. It was going to be an album of new stuff, and then I was also going to have my proper first album be a bunch of some songs that were never properly released, and then some reworked stuff from my first EP. And it ended up that only the second one came out because I lost the project files to the first one. I wasn't keeping good backups at that point, and I lost the project files for that first album and only have lost the renders of them. So the songs technically still exist, and I've been saying for years that I want to remake them, but I don't know how likely that is. I don't know if I can pass. I probably just want to like take the gem of them and redo them as that would probably be more satisfying creatively. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I lost them, and it was because of before they just started putting like proper sized SSDs in Macs. I had a newer Mac which had this thing called a Fusion Drive, which is like they take a mechanical hard drive and a tiny SSD, and the tiny SSD acts as cache basically for the mechanical drive. And if they get out of sync at all because of like a power failure or anything, both drives are fine. So I was able to recover that computer, but none of the data. So, and the thing is about project files in GarageBand and Logic also is that they're not a file. They are actually a folder technically. Programs on Mac are the same way. They're not technically files. They are, in Mac parlance, they're actually called bundles. Application bundles, for example. So, double fuck about me ever having recovered those, because if I can't even get a bootable computer and the partition table is all fucked up and stuff, glorified folders are completely out of the question. So I had to give up on that one, unfortunately, and it killed my drive to want to work on music. Basically until last summer, not 2025. Last summer, as in the EP that I did, de-fictionalizing thing that DCV came up with, and I'm still quite pleased with that. I'm still very, very happy. I've just learned that, like I said, I have more fun at this moment listening to music than I do writing it. So I don't have any plans to focus on it specifically, but it's fun to do a song every once in a while, especially something like this, where I had some new ways of working it. You know what I mean? And I get to finally use one of the many song ideas that I had cracked out in like 2018, but I never finished, never went anywhere. In the case of that one, actually, it was a song scrap that I wrote 8 years ago now, and unfortunately, it didn't fit anywhere. I was like, what do I do with this? Because it's just kind of like this twangy, double-time yeehaw thing with what... It's not a fiddle in GarageBand, but it sounds like a fiddle. It's like some weird traditional stringed instrument. That's not... I'm not gonna make that. Oh, I am gonna make that. Hells yeah. Yatta, motherfuckers. But, I was like, no, go away. I was like, what do I do with this? And then it just sat there. And then I was like, oh, I know exactly what I can do with it. Turn it into a Guitar Hero song. And that's what you heard in the intro. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Hold on, sorry, I did miss this. I like picturing the store getting that order and having to delve deep into the back of the storeroom, blowing the dust off the CD like it's an ancient tome. I'm very curious to see what the stock of a Welsh bookstore looks like. Especially since it was like a little, like, independent shop thing. It wasn't like, for all I know, it could have been run out of somebody's house. But yeah. It's probably pretty small. Yeah, I figure so. Especially by American standards. By American standards, we just have Amazon stores. That's not a good thing. I'm just saying. We like the convenience of it, I suppose. Anyway, but yeah, it's been good. It's been good settling back in. I'm here, computer was fucked up, and not waking up. Hello, Savannah! Hello. So, it turns out you double didn't miss anything, because I didn't save accidentally. This is Japanese Spyro the Dragon. Yatta! Yeah, I didn't want to say specifically where you went, Savannah, but if you're fine with it, then, you know, go ahead and tell everyone, because some of the pictures you brought back were great. You bet it's Japanese Spyro, though. I'm like, well, listen, if I'm playing Spyro, I have to, you know, I've already 100%ed the English version, right? Might as well go for the double, the daily double. Yes, Iceland. It's not just a frozen shop in the UK. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely show off some pictures. You got some really cool ones. And the funny thing is, too, is that Savannah, unlike me, did not bring a camera from, what, 28 years ago on her vacation. She brought an actual camera. So, as a result, the pictures are super vibrant and detailed and crisp, and they're great. So that is something to look forward to. They were very good pictures. By the way, I don't remember. I brought both. Yay! I don't remember what any of the places in this game are called. By the way, Savannah, just saying, because the I'm gonna get a newer camera and I'm gonna go nuts. I do Icy Cavern. There we go. Yeah. Well, it's because everything's in Japanese. Weirdly enough, I can't believe it. Ice Cavern. At least the good ass music. The bops are intact. I still have no idea why they disabled the color changing on sparks. I cannot fathom that change at all. That's alright. I'll see how this goes as far as, yeah, exactly. It just makes sense. There's a lot of dumb decisions with this port, but it's still Spyro. And like I said, I've been wanting to play through this set anyway on Retro Achievements, and also just, you know, have 100% in Spyro twice, you know, so I don't mind. It's interesting to compare. And the thing is, you could blow through this game really quickly, regardless of what version you're playing. This bit always freaks me out, by the way, because I'm like, you have to use your head. There we go. But I'm like, it's also the charge button, which means you're very likely to fly off if you don't have it angled correctly. There we go. I don't know. You'd have to ask Savannah that. Oh yeah, but on the topic of cameras, yeah, it's funny because I'm you know I bring these vintage cameras along and I like the look of them and all that, but I do also really appreciate a nice DSLR, and I would like to. I just like interesting experiences taking photos. You know, I was also looking at one of the newer instant cameras, one of the new Polaroids, because they make them now and they make the film and everything, and I'm like, man, that would be really fun to take pictures with. And the nice thing about the new ones is that they sync to your phone, so they send a digital copy of whatever you take alongside the physical copy, so you get the best of both worlds, really. You know what I mean? I think that's a lot of fun. Those are the icebergs I showed in the song chat. Yeah. So that'll be a nice exclusive thing for her stream. But the pictures were great. Oh no! Bull. It's so funny because I think in the English one, I ended up with like 20 fucking extra lives. But I can't seem to get it going here. Partially because of the camera, also the controls. I feel like when this game gets a little bit harder, I'll probably switch to the actual DualShock. Right now, I'm using the digital pad, which I can make work just fine. You know, it feels good for this game, but it is a little bit less precise, and I don't need even less precision when I'm trying to go through treetops. In fact, treetops slightly scares me in this version. Anything where you need like a good angle and good timing is like, oh boy. Treetops in this version sounds awful. It's already not great. What's harder, saying the names of Welsh or Icelandic places? Well, I imagine if you asked the Welsh that, they'd probably say Icelandic, and if you asked Icelanders, they'd probably say Welsh. So I'm gonna go with it depends. Icelandic is pretty scary. Also, apologies if there's like crazy traffic noise or whatever. I do have my window open. It's starting to get cooler, guys. It's starting to get cooler, and I'm looking forward to it a lot. Listen, I lived through the fucking European heat waves of 2026. Alright, it's one to remember. Mostly it was just kind of like the cock and ball torture, the whole thing. It was like, oh, okay, it's hot. And then it cools down. Oh, you guys looking forward to another 4 or 5 day stretch where it's ungodly hot?
Yeah, con.
Yeah, veteran of the heat waves. Welsh isn't too bad. Welsh is mostly a matter of, well, the thing that's nice about Welsh is there's a lot of English loanwords. There's a lot of Welsh words that are just English, but they use Welsh spelling. I have lost sparks. I have to refuel. I'm gonna look for some bats. Yeah, that's the other thing also, is that if we're just specifically talking... I see there's a bat there. This is like 120 degrees out. I hope not. I choose to be a bloomer about a lot of things. And it's mostly because I have to balance people out. But yeah, no. So that's the thing about Welsh, is that there's some sounds that aren't in English, but there's a lot of loan words, and I don't know. I don't want to say things and then have them be incorrect. Especially since we have 2 actual Welsh language people in the chat. But yeah, I would probably go with Iceland. Ah! Damn it. Icelandic, excuse me, not Iceland. There we go. And you never know what you have until it's gone. And then suddenly I need to pick up gems, and I have to do them all myself. Because I don't got sparks right now. That's alright. We'll be brave. We'll be so brave. And also slightly less stupid than I normally am. I tend to just brute force things. It's funny, because I can play... There we go, I got sparks back. It's funny, because I could play things that are very, very difficult, and like, oh, hell yeah, I got that achievement. And then I'll just do the dumbest shit in games sometimes. I'll just be like, listen, I can brute force this. I agree with everything that was said. I don't even know what was said. Oh. Moon with the slight translation. I don't know, it's funny, because again, they gave Spyro kind of a bratty voice in English. I mean, that was, what was he? Tom Kenny in 2 and 3, and Carlos Alazraqui in the first game. So he's got that, his kind of like nasal thing going on. But then he just sounds cute in this version. There we go. That's the way out. It's pretty interesting. It's funny too, because you've got a lot of like effort made to translate and localize this game, and then I played another Japanese version, which is granted a whole lot less text heavy, but I played Japanese Robotron X, identical to the English version, identical. None of the text is translated, nothing. Everything is exactly the same. They didn't even change the gameplay, so it's like it just seems to depend. Sometimes they'll make a ton of changes, and sometimes they won't. welcome back, welcome back. Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit right now. I didn't get the key. I don't know if there's an egg for this level. There's no egg for this level, okay. So I don't have to worry about the egg, but there is a key. I seem to recall this being the platform that you can, like, hop off and glide to something towards, but I'm not seeing anything that would be... I'd feel comfortable gliding. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one in this level. I just know that they like to hide things in these levels like that, which is pretty crafty. I think this is the way that I just... Oh, there's a gem. Okay. I'm also trying to remember how you get to the, There it is. That's what I was thinking of. There's the key. It was the area with the eyeball chest. I hate to put it like that. That makes it sound grotesque. But the ones that give you the extra lives. I'm sure they have a more artful name than the eyeball chest. Do you see how, like, inching along the platforming is, by the way, because of the camera? Normally it follows you, but you have to manhandle it in this version. Oh, are there gems up there? There are. Okay, that's part of what I'm missing also. Yeah. It's here. Unfortunately, this sign would be useful. I can't read that though. You know what? I do want to try something. Do I have on my phone anything that can translate? I don't believe so. Alright, well, let's run to the Play Store real quick. I want to see if I can... You gotta do a leap of faith. Just guess what it says. There you go. But I want to see if it can actually detect that font. Actually, I think you're right, Savannah. I think I know what it's supposed to be saying, but... Now I'm committed to doing this. Yeah, there we go. Google Translate. The classic. Yeah, go ahead and jump to the app after it installs. That sounds good. God, it is all... I do love the Play Store is such a fucking shit show, dude. Suggested for you underneath Google Translate. So clearly I'm in the market for a Translate app. TikTok, ChatGPT, a translator app, WhatsApp, fucking Instagram. So it's not like actually trying to give me anything that is like related. It's just giving me the most popular apps, which is great. I'm glad. I avoid most of the popular apps for good reason, but happy for you, I guess. All right, there we go. So Google Lens. Oh, it's confused. It is frozen. Man, this phone is so old. This phone is a crisp 5 years old now. Come on, there we go. There we go. All right, let's see what my phone does with this text. Translate. Oh, it's doing its best. Your phone is so bored. It really is. Come on. It would probably help if I actually selected the languages that are on screen. Okay, Japanese. 2. English. Well, shit. Even if it seems impossible to reach your goal, there's always a way to get there. Don't give up. How inspirational. I wish I could use Dot and Spyro right now, but that's a Discord thing. Actually, that's an Uberbot thing, technically. But yes, so it's a leap of faith. Actually, the thing I really want to get back to right now is that chest, now that I have that key. Yeah, I will replace this phone within the next year or so. Right now I'm like, it still works. I don't know. I feel like people are so keen to just immediately throw stuff away. I'm like, no, it works fine. Even if it's not like amazing 100% of the time, it's fine. It works. I wouldn't use things until they fucking break. That's what makes me happy. Is when I've gotten all the use that could possibly be gotten out of a thing. I don't know. I'm weird. Otherwise, it just feels wasteful. It just feels like, oh, well, I guess fuck that phone. I was still using my iPhone when the screen came up. I have decided that thing needs to go to recycling. There are a couple of things that I need to get off of it first, but then I'm going to take it and the box and I'm just going to recycle it someplace, because the screen now literally does not fit on it anymore. That is the phone equivalent of the driving the car until the wheels come off. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, hell yeah, there we go. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, so fun fact about the iPhone 5S, which is what that one is. Flawless, nice. Camera definitely did not get in the way or anything. The iPhone 5S has a known problem where it gets so hot that the adhesive that holds the screen on will start to fail. And yes, it will indeed just fall off. You can now just see inside the phone. So that thing really does have to go to recycling now, and the battery has been fucked on it for a couple of years. It's very funny. There's a couple things that I need to get off of it, and then I'll send it for recycling. I don't use it anymore. I can't, because the screen. The thing is also, I feel like, especially when it's on the charger, it's probably a bad idea to have the exposed circuitry of the phone right next to my hand. That's probably a bad idea. Maybe is a good way to be seriously injured. Oh, that's weird. Sorry, do you see this optical illusion going on right here? At a certain angle, it looks like that's a ramp. Do you see that? That threw me off. It's like a ramp with a wall on the left of it. That goes crazy. PS1 texture mapping is great. We need to buy new lampshades, actually. During the heat wave, the lampshades on 2 of our ceiling lights had their glue melt and the lampshades fell to the floor. Oh, there's the chest, finally. Yeah, no, it was hot. It was really, really hot. And the worst part is depending on where you are at Kevin's house, you get, like, eaten either more or less. There we go. Slip cave. I guess that's the Japanese name for it. you'd get more or less ventilation. So, like, when you were in her dad's office, I don't know how he was able to live in there, to be honest. Because it's just, oh, there's no heat, there's no air circulation. It's just, ugh. You just go up to talk to someone and they're all wet all the time. Ugh. It was bad. It was not great. And the UK didn't even see the worst of it. I think it got to like 115 F in fucking like Italy. Like, that's not right. That's not right. One of the melted lampshades was in his office. It's hot in there. I felt bad. So one of the discoveries that Cabby made on this trip was that there are these... Yeah, the weather... France was even hotter. France wasn't quite as hot as Italy, but France was one of the hottest in all of Europe. It wasn't right. But anyway, one of the discoveries that she made when we were in Kenji was... now I'm starting to get a nice pile of lives. That's cool. Was these battery-powered handheld fans. And we see people with them all over the place now. And they're nice. So, especially because other than Kevy's mom, her entire family runs hot. Like, everybody is like, wow, I'm boiling. And it's like 70 outside. Sorry, that's like 20? Yeah, 20. Because I think without DCB in the chat, I think everybody else here uses Celsius. So, anyway. So, everybody is boiling, you know, even at mild temperatures, let alone during a heat wave. So, she got this battery-powered fan, and it's been fantastic. And I ended up buying ones for Triss and her dad, because it's like, listen, I know you guys are dying too. Okay, here, take this. And they were using them all the time on the trip, which made me happy. I was like, listen, I'm glad. I like a gift that's very practical, you know what I mean? Now, here is the confusing bit. How do I get up there? I feel like I did at some point. Do I have to... I might have to smash something with the cannon. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I'll try it. Yes. That was where I was going wrong earlier, was that I forgot to use the cannon on that bit. We also had some really hot days this year, but we managed this time with minimal AC, mostly just passive cooling. That's good going. We didn't have no fucking AC the entire time, basically. So, yeah, we had to make do with it. There were times where we would just sleep in the lounge overnight because it was so hot. There's actually one night. This is pretty fun looking back. One night, it was so hot. We were wide awake, and we were like, "Do you want to go to McDonald's?" It was 3 a.m. We just walked to McDonald's. And it was good times, too, because... or good timing, excuse me. Because... This is definitely not going to be made worse by the fucking active film. Like, less than a week later, that McDonald's closed down. I think for renovations. But anyway. Yeah, it was crazy. No! Come on. Well, there goes Sparks. That's not great. Oh, it's open again now. Cool, cool. Yeah, there we go. Get fucked. Those guys are annoying, even the English version. But yeah. We were walking there, and the friendliest cat on the planet walks up to both of us and just starts rolling around on my shoes and everything. And he was just like, oh, he loved to be petted and like. Oh, we loved him. He was great. And then, as we were walking back, this cat recognizes us again and makes a beeline for us again. And we're like, oh, Kipti. It was so good. It was really, really fun. So yeah, I mean, it was the only 24-hour place that was open was that McDonald's. So we just went there because we wanted ice cream, and we ended up getting like a meal and everything too. God, it was a really good time. So we were just up at 4 a.m. with the seagulls, chatting outside, eating McDonald's, having ice cream. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Good ass times. It's just a good ass trip in general. I don't even. I mean, obviously now that I have the assurance that I made it home and all of that, I don't even mind that it took an extra 3 weeks to get me to go home. I'm all good. I got more time with my girl. I will get a pet cat again. Unfortunately, we were talking about it, and I was fully game for any compromises that I would have had to make, which mostly would have meant I sleep with my door closed. I would have had to, obviously, sleep with it open if he wanted to sleep in here. But my mom was like, I don't want him to ruin all my new furniture. Because she got fucking a whole new set of furniture while I was gone. I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, it's alright. Maybe I can put, like, covers on him. And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need a cat. It's fine. So, that was a bummer fucking conversation. Yeah, we haven't been in here yet. Let's go in here. But yeah, we will get a cat. I promise. It'll be good. I will, and it'll be good times. I do know what it's like. I know fully what it's like, and I don't know. I think, I just think it's gotten a whole lot more neurotic around here since I fucking left. Which has not been... I haven't been, like, depressed or anything this time, which I'm just very glad about. But, like, it's like, it has been like, man, it would not be nearly this stressful if I was still over there. Mostly, it's a lot of dumb shit. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't really want to turn this stream into that. I do have a video interview, actually, for another job that I'm supposed to get. I don't know if that means anything. Sorry, I'm mad late. I'm about to eat a delicious meal. We went to the supermarket. Wow. What'd you get at the supermarket, chat? Not chat, DCB. Chat didn't go to the supermarket. DCB went to the supermarket. I wish. That'd be fun. You can learn a lot about a person by what they get at the supermarket. Just ask Triss. Oh, wow. That was the easiest egg I've ever seen. Oh, yeah. Visit wolf.world. Rescue 5 eggs across all levels. More practice for the third game. That is a nice achievement name. I like that reference. So yeah, go to wolf.world. Straight wolfing it, chat. It's been good. It's actually been a lot quieter than it normally is on there. I think everyone's starting to get busy again. So, only you can be a cool wolf on wolf.world. It's true. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking about talking. I was enjoying the. I was just enjoying the nice flow of the platforming in Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation 1. It's just such a nicely built game. Even in the Japanese one, it's just like It's nice just clearing things out. Satisfying on a very mechanical level. You know what I mean?
あの川の向こうって何があるの？
自分で行って確かめてみるんだな。
Very satisfying. Oh, can I make that? Can you make that, chat? Hell yeah. Yeah, we can. Gotta feed Sparks. I keep fucking up. But yeah, I was thinking, right? I know it's always been a little bit out, so it's maybe a little bit foolish to have started coming up with plans for what I want to do as far as streaming next year goes. But I found myself missing it a lot when I was in Wales, to be honest. One of the reasons I didn't stream the entire time I was over there is that Cabby has had horrific luck with internet. So you get one of two options. Either you can run fiber, which I think they said that the house is wired up for a specific fiber provider, but hey, it's prices that kept them from sticking with it. Or you can go with that mobile home internet kind of stuff, the 5G router kind of deal. And boy, oh boy, does that shit suck. That shit sucks so hard. And it is just, it's so intermittent. You know what I mean? And nobody has ever been able to 100% narrow down why. So they were thinking about going with different providers and all that. But it meant that it meant that streaming was just not possible. You know, otherwise I absolutely would have. And it's alright, she'll stream with me while she's here. Because she will be coming over in the next year or so, which is exciting. And probably one of the reasons that I haven't been, like, super miserable about the end of the trip or anything is I'm like, oh, well, it's not too far off from her being here, you know, her coming here. But yeah, so, not see Wolf Island for a bit. No, go away. Because what I've been doing the past couple of years has just been to start some retail job, whatever. I'm missing 3 gems. Start some retail job somewhere. Do it for like 6 to 8 months. Quit it. Fly off for 2 months, which works great, and I probably could happily do that for the rest of my life, but it's not conducive to moving on in life and actually, you know, immigrating there properly. This is the last gem. Oh, nope, there's one more I'm missing. So I said this trip is going to be the last time. And then we will, did I miss one at the start, maybe? No, I don't see. Oh, I see. Nope, that's a flag. There's a dragon. I'll get the dragon. Anyway, oh, I see some chests on top of there. Alright, so no, I think there's a couple more gems, actually. It's probably a 350 level. Anyway, so I was like, alright, well, we will, 400. Alright, so there's actually 400 gems. So there's actually plenty on this. Let me save. I don't save, and that's probably the issue. Oh god. I'm not gonna know what any of these are. Good thing I just got a translator app. Alright. Sorry, I know I'm a complete mess as far as... Hello, Spyro. Oh, it doesn't know what that top one is. I assume the top one must be saved. Because... Oh, here it is. So, replay Dragon. No, replay Dragon. Go back to game, save. You want to save? Yes. Okay. I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to this translator app. So I was like, alright, we're going to make this trip the last time, and then I will, I'll actually go to school and figure out how I'm going to be getting over there permanently. So that was how that went. But it just so happens that Kebby is almost out of school. Whoops. Damn. That's what sucks. So she's going for a master's course, but that's only going to be a year and a half. And then she'll be out of school, and then she can come visit me. So that'll be the next arrangement. She'll be able to come over here and hang out for 2 months instead. If we were really bougie, what we would be doing is she would spend 6 months here with me, and then as she's flying back home, I fly with her, and then as I'm flying home, she flies back with me. Because these little visas for visiting for tourism or whatever, they last 6 months. It's like a max 180 days you can stay. So I think that would be awesome. I think that would be really cool, but unfortunately that gets costly very quickly. It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun. Just 6 months here, 6 months there. You know what I mean? But yeah. So she'll be able to stream with me. But where I was going with this whole thing before I got completely distracted with fucking translator apps and all that other stuff is I originally thought that this was going to be it. And I was like, next year, I don't know if I want to stream. I think I want to do more group calls and stuff, which I still do. I'm thinking I might stream like either once a month or every other week. So that way we can do the group calls every other week instead. You know what I mean? We'll have to see how I want to play it, but I missed them. I did miss the streams while I was over there, you know what I mean? It was good. It's always been fun. And there's still plenty that I could play. I'm thinking that next year what would be good is, because this year I said specifically we're only playing games Somnolians love that I maybe haven't played, you know? So, Henso Kami, Super Mario Galaxy, Spyro. Oh, here's a bunch of other ones. You know, sort of me giving myself to my friends. And then for next year, I think what would be good would be, because I've been hungry for old favorites of every kind. You know, music. You know, I end up like, oh, let me try all this new stuff. Let me do all these new things, which is great. I see more gems over there, which is nice. But then I'm just like, well, you know, I just want to enjoy the things that I already know, you know, just as much. And so I get that with games too. You know, there's plenty of games that I would like to, I'd like to replay. I think those would be fun to stream. You know. The first Quake, I've played a handful of custom levels, but I've never actually played through the whole of Quake on a live stream. Even just the base game, although I've also played all of the mission packs, as they're called, Scourge of Armageddon and Dissolution of Eternity, or Hypnotic and Rogue, as I call it. There we go. There's all the gems. And I've gotten everything else, right? Yep. Okay. So this level is completed. That would be fun. Yatta! I feel like streaming a Pokemon game would be good at some point. Maybe I'll replay Fire Red. Top one is save, and then just top one there is save. There we go. And then this one exits. Perfect. Now I gotta remember how to get that little bubble. Oh, it's at the top. I remember. So I think that would be good. GTA San Andreas is gonna be, it would be a long one, but God, I love that game. That would be really cool to play on stream. I always have such a good time with that one. Basically just any number of games that I have on... There's a page on my website. You should play all these custom levels on stream, especially the one with 1,092 enemies. What the hell? That's a lot. That's like some Tershib kind of stuff. Or like the Quake equivalent of a slaughter map. Have I completed the hub world? I have not. There's 10 gems left somewhere in the hub world. No, I see an extra life. There we go. Nice. But yeah, I'm just hungry to play old favorites and stuff that's comfy and stuff that I know very, very well. So, I don't know. I'll do some of that next year. I'm thinking if I continue streaming, which is very likely because again I do enjoy all this. I do enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's not a slaughter map. It just feels like the author made a normal if long level and then went back and doubled the enemy count. I mean, I'll give it a go. I have not paid attention to anything the custom community for Quake or whatever I've done in a long time. Mostly just because I've realized that these communities are these communities and I. A, we don't really get along, and B, it doesn't really impact my enjoyment of the game. I'm never like, oh, you know what would make me happier is if I went and played some custom stuff. I have played a lot of really good custom stuff, but it's not the thing that's special to me, you know? So I don't really keep up with what everybody else is doing. I'm sort of cloistered in my own little oddball world. Where are the last 10 gems? I'll find them. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky. These levels aren't too big, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, I'm up to playing custom stuff for people, though, for sure. Finished Brutalist Jam 2 not too long ago. I'll hear about them occasionally, mostly from Newhouse. Newhouse is because he still has some people in the Quake scene that he talks to. Shambler not. I'm sure some others. So sometimes he'll contribute stuff to speed map jams and stuff, and I'll hear about them through him. Did I get this guy? Oh, Keith. Oh yeah, he doesn't have an egg, so I did get him. Yeah. Alright, well, fuck him. If I got his egg, it doesn't matter. Oh shit, I'm stupid. Sorry, I thought that was an arch, and not just like a thing that ended. Excuse me. Grape juice is not a threat. It sure is in this game. In this game, the grape juice will kill you. Here we are. Yay! Combat Garden Home. Interesting. I suppose that's just what all of these levels are called in the Japanese version. It's these weird things, because they're certainly not what they're called in the American version. Let's see. I did that one. I want to say there was a flight level somewhere. I did the Icy Cavern. That's the one down that way. This is the boss, right? This is this right here. I think this is the boss. If you want something particularly brutal, I tend to like Quake levels where I can float. I get that there's a time and a place for extreme difficulty, but I've just never found that super fun. He says as he goes for really ridiculous stuff on retro achievements. Not recently though, to be honest. I've been pretty happy. You know, I mean, the thing is I've had to, with my retro achievements account, which I mean I'm playing a game before retro achievements right now. The thing about retro achievements is you eventually have to grapple with the fact that unless you're going to be playing on it for all eternity, your ranking is going to go to shit. You're gonna lose your spot in the rankings. You know what I mean? Because there's just going to be people forever and ever who are still playing and still getting points. You know. So I've sort of had to look at it instead like I'm happy with the sets and stuff that I've completed, which I very much am. There's a lot of games and sets that I'm very pleased to have gotten. Game Boy Tetris, Yard's Revenge, Tetris DX is another one that I never thought I'd be able to get. Guitar Hero 2, especially because that was the first time I had ever 5-starred Jordan. Which, of course, I've known about that song and I've been listening to it since I was like 7 or 8 years old. Music is a touch loud. Kebby said that earlier. I'll try to turn it down again. There we go. Alright, we'll see about that. Let me know. But anyway, so, you know, I finally passed Jordan, I finally 5-starred all the songs in the game, you know, real childhood classics sort of deal. All that good stuff. So you sort of have to grapple with that. You sort of have to be like, well, rather than being sad that the number on my profile is going back up, I'm just happy that I've completed as many games as I have, and I've had the fun with it. The music hasn't gotten quite how. Alright. Is the audio gone? Is the audio gone? Can you hear anything from the game? It's still there? What the hell? I'm so confused. So, what I just muted was the headphone out. So, you shouldn't be able to hear anything, because it's just my mic now, but I guess so. Okay. Well, let's just use the nuclear option then, and I will turn down the output volume in DuckStation. Alright, there we go. There's no possible way that that didn't turn the volume down. Just then. So, hopefully that fixes it. Again, I don't know. I really have no idea why because there's only 2 sources. That's the thing. There's the headphone out, and Kid Sherlock on the case. Oh, she's so smart. So do big investigate. Where the fuck am I going? She's deaf. It's okay. She'll use her little gray cells. A different detective, but yeah, no, I can't hear any music. Fixed. See? Simple as. Well, Vigo. Man, I found, as I was saying, it was funny, right? So, don't want to know why you know this, if you do know this. There's a website called E621, which is a furry porn repository. But if you go to the Safer Work locked version, E926, it's actually a really good art aggregator in general for like furry art and stuff. And I'm very familiar, I bet you are. So I was curious, and because my girlfriend is a moderately well-known anthro artist on the internet right now. I sometimes I will punch her name into the search on there to see if stuff has finally been, see what of hers has actually made it to E6. And it seems like the entirety of her pony blog now is on there, which is very funny. It's mostly the pony stuff, believe it or not. It's not a lot of her furry stuff. There's some furry stuff, but one of the pieces that made it on was actually the OG Prince drawing, the pink kitty, who I'm quite fond of, the original one. So the thing about him was that he was originally just a design that Kebi doodled when she was like 13, and then she drew him again, and she didn't even know if it was a... I'm looking right now, and you aren't kidding. Yeah, it's really crazy. But she didn't even know if it was if he was a guy or a girl. It was just like, oh, here's just a thing. I became attached, so he's mine now. But anyway, I was looking for the original time that got posted. I was just very curious to see what the chatter was like in Somnol. And I was reminded, while I was looking for that, I found the absolutely cutest photo of Rosemary. One of Kebi's guinea pigs, which I think I can pull up real quick. And I think I will pull up real quick. Oh, she's so cute. She's so good. I miss her. Oh, I've used the wrong type of source. Excuse me. Yeah, that's for video or sound clips. Excuse me, I wanted an image. Alright, transform. Put the screen. Pigo jump scare. Boh. She's so sweet. She looks like a plushie. She do. She was great. She was like the guinea pig ambassador to the humans, is the way I always describe her. She was so sweet. She was wonderful. Such nice colors on her too. She was so vibrant. Her vet was like, "Can I keep her?" Apparently, when they brought her in, I think it was testing for arthritis-related stuff or something like that. Everybody in the office wanted to come down and say goodbye to Rosemary because they were all just in love with her. Everybody in the vet's office just loved her, so they were all like trying to say goodbye after they were leaving. Got them big old eyes. She's great. Again, this is a phenomenal photo. And I figured this deserved a quick spot on this wonderful stream, in particular for Rosemary, and built like an absolute unit. See, that's the funny thing. This absolute unit doesn't apply to all of their guinea pigs, but Huge does. They grow some big pigos in the Kebi household. Guinea pigs. They're like, what's the biggest one, Kebi? What's the biggest guinea pig that you've had, or like the record for weight? It's got to be like 1.2, 1.3 kilos, right? She's the buffest piggo. She had muscle tone. She built hench. I believe you too. Sherlock hit almost 1.5 kilos. Wow. That's crazy. Huge. In case you're curious, that's 3.3 pounds, 1.5 kilos. So yeah, it's fantastic, huge. 2 Sherlocks. Bigo Pigo. Make Ken and Sven look small. Actually, no, it is really, really funny. I will show off one more photo. I will. I've already shown this off actually on stream, but I will pull it back up again because I think it is a fantastic photo. And I think more people should see it. So one of the fixations that we had during this trip was a pair of very rowdy plush guinea pigs named Ken and Sven. And Sherlock was, I think, getting medicine or something like that. And I had to put Ken right next to her just to compare and contrast. And I know that the chat box is in the way. I'll hide the chat box real quick. Bull. She no like that. She no trust. This photo is great, but you could see that this plush guinea pig is basically the same size, which is fantastic. She did not trust Ken. Almost the same. See, I love it because she's like, you muck me. Cause you got the real ass Bigo right there. Yeah, you can. It's true, you can. You got the real ass Bigo, and then you just got Bull over here. And it's so great because if you look at both Ken and Sven and real guinea pigs head on, their eyes are on the side of their head, so it's just nose. They do go Bull. It's great. I think. Let's see. See if there's a recent good photo of Bull that I can use. Yes. Yes. This is very good. This has just become the guinea pig stream. I doubt anyone's complaining. There it is. Let's go ahead and resize this photo. Yeah, there we go. Transition. Bull. They really just go bull. Mid-nibble. I didn't know a damn thing about guinea pigs before I started dating Kebby. And they have won me over in a very big way. They're very good. Excuse me. So there's your guinea pig break for the day. Very good. Impossible to know me without also knowing Pigos. It was very funny actually because there is an old Kebby comic, which Kebby has not done one in quite a while now. But there was one that she did before she knew me. It was very funny. It was the very first one actually. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, sorry, there's actually 3... I would have to pull up a web browser for this. It's fine. But it's a very old one where she's like, I love guinea pigs so much. And then someone says, what if your future husband doesn't like them? She goes, divorce! Well, there's no chance of divorce here because I too, am big Pigo fan. They are so sweet. And so nice. And so cute. Just like Kebby. Anyway. They are literally so sweet. Oh, excellent! Look, it kept the chat and everything. I thought it was I thought there was a chance that the chat was going to have to reload and all that kind of stuff, but thankfully, nope, we're still good. All right, back to the game. They are literally so sweet. Bro is literally sweet. All right, this is gonna be fun, I suppose. Yeah, I got him. Sometimes he can be a little tricky. Alright, just one more. Yeah! Hells yeah! There we go. Nice. Nicely done. Spyro Pigomon. Well, then you'd play it. I did have an idea, actually, for, there was in... Do I have the... I do have the key, okay. In, Hypnotic. So Scourge of Armageddon, the first Quake mission pack, there's a Horn of Conjuring, which the idea is that you can summon what is normally a monster to fight for you. Like normally someone who's against you, but you can have them fight for you. And I was like, you know, it'd be really great in Quake, dire guinea pigs. You get to summon them, and they're huge, and they're indestructible, but they only last like 30 seconds. And then they have to go back to their planet to have some hay. So, I think that would be really, really good. And the thing is that Pigos, they are very aerodynamically designed, which means that they only require 6 polygons. So, they'll fit right in. It'll be very good. Sorry, I do see that we are missing a couple gems, so... Is my mic still working, by the way? And why we go crazy. Okay, that is confirmation that yes, you can hear me just fine. Yep, excellent. I still never got to the bottom of the, of why my mic would just cut out every so often, but at least the fix is easy. It works. Yippee. Watch that this gem is going to be in some stupid, easy spot that I just overlooked. Oh, there it is. Yatta! Dr. Cool he is in this version. Very nice. See, it's a good one I can actually focus, because I feel like I've gotten a lot done in this game, and we're only an hour and a half in, so we'll make some really nice progress. Might even get to the fabled treetops today. I hope not. There is one flight level to do. I think that is what's left. Yep. And the flight level is over here. Which the flight levels... Thankfully, I don't think in this set... I'll have to check. Let me check something real quick. Let me see if in this set there is a... You have to complete them all in one go. Of the flight levels. I think it's just 100%. Yeah, it's just 100% the rest of the set. So thankfully, I don't have to... Yeah, okay. So thankfully, I can just pick them off in multiple attempts. I don't have to get them all in one go. Because that was something that I had to do for the actual Spyro American set. I hear someone on Wolp. Wolf pack assemble. It's just DCB. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Let's restart. I got distracted. In a world of wolves, I am a goose. Gooses are fine. Point is, go to wolf. Use it. It's great. I am so... DCB, can I just say also... Oops, I messed up. I am so happy that the Wolf tech stack is so less fucking garbage than the one on Aftersleep. You know, all credit to Friday, because he tried to write everything himself, but goddamn, I need the analog power of the DualShock. Anyway, you know, all credit to him because he tried to write everything himself, but it was bad. It was non-functional a lot of the time. It would just fail silently a lot, shit like that. It was not great. So, I'm very glad that Wolf, even though I know that a lot of it is off-the-shelf components, is just so much more solid. Ah, fuck. Almost. Wow, almost. I should do things. Sounds hard. I don't like quitters. Spetters are quitters. Use your whole ass. Or otherwise you're lame as shit. Just remembered Spyro 4 is happening. Spyro 4! Let's freaking go. Yeah, Spyro 4 flight mission should be interesting. Whew. Miracles do happen, chat. Mistakes into miracles. Ah! Man, hold on. I can do this. First try. I'm almost the way there. There's the lighthouse. Okami sequel, that's true. Okami 2 is also happening. Doing this with a digital pad is hard. I just missed one. They blend in way too easily with the background, or the background scenery. It's so funny, because it feels like all the Somnolians except for me have, like, their pet thing has been revitalized. Because you have Okami 2, Spyro 4, Super Mario Galaxy movie. I don't really. I don't really have something like that right now. Like, I know that they're working on new rhythm games and stuff. I have Fortnite Festival. I don't play Fortnite Festival, though. That's true. There were the Red Octane Quake 6. Man, you've reminded me that I did like Quake Champions. What would be your thing getting a sequel? I don't even know, to be honest. I have no clue. I did like Quake Champions. I did. It was just... nobody fucking played it. Cookie Clicker 2. Please, I've almost finished with the first one. Please don't make me do it again. Quake Champions is still being updated. Yes. That is good going, actually. I'm hoping for Sly 5, but why? Sly 3 perfectly summed things up. I know that you could have games that explore the world more, but, like, I don't know. If it's not Sucker Punch doing it, I just don't see the point. I mean, do they even have, like, the actual, like, OG writers and stuff working on it? Because if not, it's just fanfic. I'm a Sly 3 hater. Now that I'm curious about. By hater, I mean it's like a 7 out of 10. I thought it was basically just like an expansion pack to Sly 2. There's some stuff in there that's like, oh, it's, you know, they have some new features and some new gameplay elements or whatever. But I mean, it really did just like, it was there to rather hastily tie up a whole lot of loose ends, basically. That was what Sly 3 was for. It was a lot shorter than I was anticipating as well. It felt like they cut a bunch of things out. Sims 6? That scares me. Man, I have completely made a pig's ear of this fucking flight level. Oh, I do have to. It's just not its own achievement. I do have to get everything in one go. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let me lock in then. Ah! Fucker. Robotron sequel. I mean, I do appreciate that there's still a market for, like, taking arcade games and pumping them full of, like, cigarettes and pixie sticks. I feel like that's classic shit right there, you know? Ugh. Bad. This was bad. Ah, fuck. They're doing a Game of Thrones strategy game. I'm surprised they haven't done one already. I wanted to watch Game of Thrones, but all the drama over the ending makes me hesitant. I think as long as you temper your expectations, you shouldn't be disappointed. By all accounts, the ending does sound fucking garbage. But yeah, no, Savannah doesn't watch things. She reads things. She's got a big brain. I've never played an Ape Escape game. I know that the PlayStation blogs on Tumblr fucking love Ape Escape, but never played it. I don't really watch TV. I think that's probably the most unfortunate thing about Game of Thrones is that because all the ending drama happened, I do think that there's something to the speculation that the book was sorry, I might actually be finishing this, so I'm gonna. There's the last one. There we go. That sucked. But I did it. Yay. Yeah. What was I saying? No idea. Oh, yeah. I believe the speculation that the show's ending was based on, his written ending. And now he has quote-unquote writer's block because he doesn't know what else to do because everyone fucking hated the ending so much. I think that's probably pretty likely. A You Are Empty remaster. I've never heard of You Are Empty in the first place. Alright, that's everything. Right, 200, 400, 400, 400, 300, 300, all the dragons. Only 3 eggs, I think. They would tell me if there was missing eggs, right? So I think we're on to the next world. 2006 Eastern European FPS about fighting Soviet mutants in the 50s. Some deep shit. That sounds crazy. I know that the 2000s were like the time of like making weird ass shooters. You know, Painkiller and Black and Spec Ops: The Line and that sort of deal. Whether it was like they were playing with the game, like the actual game mechanics, or they were playing with like the story, whatever the case may be. That was sort of the time for it, really. Alright, this guy was a pain in the ass anyway, let alone in this fucking version. Yeah, I got him. Painkiller looks fun. I should play that at some point. Yeah, Flipendo. Oh, nice. We getting some Harry Potter references in here. Blah, 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 blah. Your rough draft is shit and you should die. It must... Listen. I mean, this is the danger of not just having the thing written before the world gets a chance to react to it. You know what I mean? Because then you're beholden. Sort of vintage anime aesthetic. Now that sounds interesting to me. Functioning dismemberment system in 1997. Damn. Took the world until the majesty of Postal 2 to see limbs flying off in a video game. Where is he? Yeah. I'd kind of respect it if Martin just wrote the same ending with no changes just to spite people. That's what people should do. Listen, the important thing about any creative project is that you fucking finish it. Alright? I am so tired of like, oh, well, I can't finish it, you know, because reasons. Like, no, just fucking do it. Just own it. It might suck. Who cares? Just do it. Just finish it. He's just getting old and his friends are dying. That part is very, very true. That stuff is just... Yeah. That stuff is sad. But yeah, no, just finish it. It doesn't matter if it's any good. I honestly, because the worst thing that anything could possibly be isn't bad, it's boring. You know what I mean? It's far better to just use your whole ass and make something that is at least fun, if it's not anything. I feel like my favorite things in the world are like, this isn't amazing, but it's fun. I feel like that's my favorite stuff, you know. I don't want things to blow me away. I want things to be enjoyable. And I get that there's a lot of people who have, like, you know, they get enjoyability out of like, oh my god, this is crazy, I'm obsessed, all that kind of shit. So, no, I think that's perfectly fair. But for me personally, I like it when stuff is just, oh, this is really enjoyable, you know. That matters so much more. No, I definitely worked that up. Is that you just finish it, as opposed to just letting it sit forever. And, because, I don't know. Again, maybe it's the kind of thing where people are like, well, I only get the one chance, and then everybody is going to hate it forever. And I'm like, I honestly think, a bad decision made with your whole ass is way more interesting than you just never, you know, touch it. You know what I mean? Ever again. Because whatever the case may be. By the way, sorry, I know I missed stuff in the chat. Duke Nukem hunting game. Now that, so are we talking like Big Buck Hunter, Duke Nukem, Dick Kickem goes on wildlife rampage? Is this what you're referring to? Because that sounds kind of fun, actually. And I do love that kind of stuff also, when you read the books of something, and then you see all the stuff that didn't get adapted. HBO pussied out. Common HBO. I still need to finish watching The Wire. We did see the full run of The Wire as a box set in CEX, but of course the UK and US use different fucking DVD regions, and one's PAL, one's NTSC, so fuck. So I didn't pick them up because I was like, well, I'd be stuck watching them on a computer or on like British DVD players. So, but Duke, yeah, send me that on Steam. I'd be curious, not to play it, but just to hear about it. I should be able to make that jump. I don't see how else I would be able to make that. Yes, just barely. And I need a key. Okay. I'll be back. And that'll probably be where I fuck that jump. You know, I remember this was the level that my copy, because I have this game like physically on a disc, and my copy borked, and that key didn't spawn, and in order to actually unlock the chests that it went to, I had to use the supercharge running ramp. No idea. The key is supposed to go to this. And the key is in this hut that I'm about to get to. Excuse me. That I'm about to get to. And it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. It wasn't when I picked it up. It just didn't spawn. And we weren't sure what it was about. I don't know if it was like the game was broken. Hunting game was called Duke Nukem Endangered Species. I will definitely check that out. That sounds fascinating. I guess if you're going to have a hunting game with anybody, it'd be this hut, by the way. Yeah, there's the key. It was so weird. It just wasn't there, but I'd never picked it up. I'd never gone in there. I was just like, how do you actually, you know? Anyway. Oh. Maybe this doesn't go to that. Maybe I have to use the supercharge anyway. Duke Nukem nukes some red wolves. That's so sad. Wrong chest. Other chest. Duke Nukem is still Dookie Nukie in my heart. Well, he can be Dookie Nukie in your heart, because the thing is that he's not real. Alright, indulge me, chat. That jump sucks. Can I use the supercharge to make that jump easier? And probably be more effort than it's worth, but I just want to see if it's possible. Ha! Yeah! I think that actually might be the intended way to get over here. Nice. Hell yeah. That was pretty cool. Yatta. The Duke hunting game has Chernobyl in it. Well, of course. Why wouldn't it? See, you have to snake down this hallway in a really specific way. It's possible. I've done it before. The great hunting grounds of Chernobyl. Hey, listen, you find some weird shit to hunt, I bet. Ow! Wow. Oh, it did break open. Hell yeah. Is that it? Oh, it was a pink gem. Well, I thought it was a red gem. I'm like, what? That's it? No, it was a pink gem. Flux. Yes, I do have my flux cranked. You bet I do. It doesn't even know Spyro is purple. Spyro is purple. Spyro is purple on my screen. No worries about that one. There have been many, many occasions where my screen yellowing software has made things so discolored that I will think something is one color and chat will go, Cameron, are you stupid? And I go, yes. Yes, I am. Although I have an excuse this time. It's my software. Bull. I make no apologies about using it. It's good. It keeps my eyes from aching in the middle of the fucking night. Flux doesn't work on XP anymore. They've finally destroyed it where it doesn't work. I have to find an older version. Actually, it doesn't matter quite so much now because I have the eMachine's laptop running out to the screen, and I can actually change the color temperature of the monitor, so that might work. Might just do that instead. Have they all had numbers over them? 3-3? I know this is like the third world, but have they all had numbers over them? Does that one have numbers over them? Yeah, 3-4? What the hell? That's new and exciting, I suppose. He goes, yep, that's definitely what color that is, even though he knows he has an amber tint on his screen. Listen. I have to balance out everybody else being mild-mannered and controlled by being an absolute fucking nightmare who is assured of exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing. Even if I have a yellow fucking tint on the screen. Because it's fun. Now I just gotta find where these last 3 gems are. I have no clue. These sheep look like penguins to me when they're doing that. That is real strange. Motherfucking sheep penguin. Does anybody else ever get the feeling like when you say the word sheep, it should be plural? But it's just what you refer to them as. Even if it's one, you just say it's a sheep. But it sounds like it should be a plural of something. It's a shep. Exactly. But then shep makes you think you're saying like shepherd, like a German shepherd. It's the singular and the plural. So strange. Oh, fuck. I don't want to go to the next world. Alright, I guess we're going to the next world. I'll come back. It's fine. The gem compass is such a good quality of life improvement. It is. I did miss that. Bye. Bye-bye. I mean, Here's the treetops world. I always feel like the way you pronounce bagel should be the American way to pronounce it, and over here it should be like bagel or something. Bagel makes me think beggar. Beggar is good. I do have my badger with the Hufflepuff scarf right next to me. He peek over my desk. He is very good. Anyway, here's Treetops World. We could go to Treetops right now. I might actually get that out of the way right now. I'm just thinking about it. Selling a Welsh scarf that I was tempted to buy for Bagger. You should! Oh man! Just get a nice pile of scarf. There's people chatting on Wolf right now. I'm gonna tell them to join my fucking stream.
そうだったんだ。
Goddamn. You know, Welsh scarf is great. Unfortunately, badgers are not very South Wales-y. They're not that common now, unfortunately. They're more of an England sort of thing. But he would look very, very cute in a Welsh scarf. So, would not be complaining if you did want to pick that up for me. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, very rural lads. It's true, true. Me too. No! Spyro, don't fall into the green goo! You're so young! I don't even know which one Treetops is. Oh no! I'm out of sparks. Sparks is gone.
Yeah, Spyro, ありがとう。あとは任せたよ。
Sorry, I was having sippies. It's a black cherry cola. It's very nice of my mom to stock up on a whole bunch of drinks and stuff. I genuinely, I'd be fine with water. I don't mind. But she's like, do you want me to get 4 million ghosts for you? I'm like, okay, thank you. I do appreciate it, but it's like, it's fine. I genuinely don't get bored of stuff that easily. I know that is the opposite of a problem. I know that people have far worse things with their parents, so I'm not complaining, but anyway. It is very funny to me. Oh, I think Treetops is next to the tree. That would check out. Curious, can the Translate app pick that up, even though it's spinning? And she fucking had, dude. Speed tree. Alright, here we are. Listen, let's just get it out of the way. Let's just do it. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna suck. If you've never played Spyro 1, Supercharged Masters is what the achievement is called, I suppose. Treetops is notoriously the hardest stage in the game, and it's entirely because it is based around supercharge ramps, which requires you to know where you're going and also know how to use them correctly. Ah, fuck. There is a technique you can use to make them more reliable, but it is very culturally sensitive level. They all are. In these old games, there is everything culturally sensitive. We are very understanding of different cultures and their cultures. But yes, Treetops is notoriously very, very hard. And it sure is not going to be helped by A, my controller, and B, the wonders of the camera in this version. But I'm going to give it a good shot anyway, because it's entertaining. And because I get the Bragnerids. I could do it. It's not like, I don't know. Pretty sure DCB has mastered this set, so. You can do this. They don't make them like they used to. I have, yeah, exactly. So, listen. I can make it work. Here's the first bit that's, like, hard. Sometimes you have to do multiple supercharge ramps in a row. It's like the one master I have that isn't Venetian Blind's easy. Yeah, good job, man. Yeah. I mean, tricky stuff. Yeah, so we're coming up on the first part that's difficult. Because it's like multiple supercharge ramps in a row. Something like that. But this is what they look like. And I remember watching, it was a Spyro speedrunner who was talking about, he was demystifying the way that these work. And he said that the best way to gain the most speed on a supercharge ramp is to dive headfirst into it. Yeah, just like that. Playing Okami HD, I don't get any retro treatments. That's so sad. It's so sad that Kevy didn't go for the Okami set. I think she started it. But I think at least beating the game on retro achievements would be Reddit for Rally. And the thing is, you don't have to master the set. Just beating the game does give you a mark of recognition on your profile. So that's nice. Retro achievements stopped working. Damn, that's old. It's definitely updated now, because I was playing PS2 stuff while I was over. Yeah, so. It's like you have to do that supercharge ramp, hop over here, do this supercharge ramp, in order to get to a specific place. But. Ah! That camera, though. Alright. Let's try it. Let's try it. Launch it. No! That's alright. I feel like I should save. I'm gonna save because I feel like I might go through all my extra lives. That went crazy. That went crazy. Okay, there we go. PNG Gauntlet, a 20 megabyte file is a snack. Hell yeah. Those are the ones where even if the ratio isn't great, you will get a nice... It usually takes a couple megabytes off the file. It's nice. all of my hatching and scribbles. I'm honestly, with scans like that, I probably, especially if they're a decent resolution, I probably would just save them as a JPEG. Because especially I've noticed when you work at like Kebi's levels of size, you end up not know, because JPEG, the most noticeable artifacting with it is the 8x8 blocking. But obviously if you are dealing with a 4000 by 4000 file, well, 8x8 blocks not lining up is going to be much less of an issue. So you could even get away with... I usually save my JPEGs at 85 level quality these days. Ah, man. I gotta remember how to launch that properly. I want to say you have to... Again, it's one of those things where you have to do it twice. Something like that. Oh, I remember. You can hop over here. Yeah, it was something like that. You can hop over here. And there's a supercharged ramp through this way, I want to say. Alright, well, don't... Yeah, don't hop that way. Here's where the floaty bit is. This is probably going to, what, take me to the start of the level again? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, let's clear out that little bit that I missed the first time. One thing that I always forget about with this game is that Spyro's Fire Breath actually has a pretty decent reach. Like, it has a much bigger reach than you think. So I always have a tendency to shoot too late with it. And when I could shoot a lot earlier and you know, get the most out of the range. Just something I noticed I do with this game. There's zero reason to put a fucking exhaust on your bike like that. I can't stand outrodders, dude. And they blast down the highway at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, you're the biggest douchebag on the planet. You are the biggest fucking degenerate on the planet. Oh, no! That's alright. I'll be right here anyway, so... Yeah, this is it. So you launch this ramp, right? Hop over here. Through here. Second ramp. And that's how you get up there. Yeah! Stop! Stop! Jesus! He's so speedy! Christ. There we go. But yeah, no, we get one of those, like one or two of them a day. Those guys' bikes are just down the highway, and I'm like, there's no reason for that. And there was a guy I used to work with who he drove his bike in sometimes, and I had to ask him. I'm like, do you guys, like, if there's other guys with bikes, like, do you guys think of each other as dickbags if they put those fucking things on them? Because they're just so unnecessary. And he's like, oh, I get the idea, you know, the whole idea of like loud exhausts will save lives because the the bike people. You can see them better, you can hear them better. But the thing is that you can see them anyway because they're probably ripping in and out of fucking traffic. You know, because these guys like to take all of the chances in the world to die horribly, escape death very, very, you know? And I'm just like, there's just no need. There's just no need. It's not as bad as it was at my old house. Maybe because this one's better insulated, but sometimes you get a guy ripping down the Queensway. It's crazy. It's like, does it make you feel cool? Does it make you feel cool to have the loudest? But sometimes you see people like that with like shitty junker cars too, and they'll put like aftermarket exhausts or whatever to make them super, super loud. Does it make you look cool? Does it make you feel cool? Do you feel cool? Granddad nearly died in a motorcycle accident as a young adult, which is wild to think about. It meant my dad, his brother, and thus me, my siblings, and cousins would have never existed. As it's, what do they call that? The butterfly effect? I mean, it's a pretty giant butterfly effect, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's like, man, all of this is supremely lucky. This all could have not happened. Every last bit of everything here, this could have all not happened. Just, you know. If something very minor was different. I really didn't mean to launch the whole way. I think I need to not do the 2 ramps if I want to get over there, because that's fine. This is going really well, to be perfectly honest. I'm thoroughly impressed and quite pleased. I was expecting this to be a fucking nightmare, and I've not even been thinking about it, to be perfectly honest. I think the real big thing with the supercharge ramps in this game is just to do the jump start. Although I seem to recall that doesn't, somebody say that doesn't work in this version. I've been using it just fine. I don't even remember what that was about. But yeah, that's been fine. Sometimes I even impress myself. Exactly, you get used to it. It's true. It's definitely weird at first, but you do get used to it. It is a big change from the active or the passive camera where it just follows you around, though, for sure. Alright, let me not do the 2 ramps at the same time. Now I did see that there was a slight passageway down that way. I don't know if that's used for anything. I think it is. I think there's like a hidden area to this that's like really difficult to reach. That might be the final boss of Treetops, to be honest. I'll have to give that one a think. Fuck. Maybe I'm thinking of a different level. I might be thinking of one of the Alpine levels that has something like that. No, there's definitely a hidden area in this. There has to be. I just got to remember how you get to it. Here, I'll show you what I mean real quick, though. Because I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye, and I keep forgetting to actually go to it. So you go over here, right? And then it's right down that way with the torch. I don't know if this is something to do with something, but I seem to recall... Yeah, you can see it over there. There it is. There's the final dragon. And it's sort of like you have to... What supercharge ramp could you even get to here from? Has to be that one, right? Amber lamps. Oops. On my end, chat stopped loading. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Last one is Wolfie's one about dragon breastfeeding. Well, I mean, is there going to be a better message sent tonight? I'll give it one more think, and then I'll ask chat if somebody in here can remember the way you actually get to. I remember it took 3 supercharge ramps or something like that, right? You had to launch in a specific way and turn like some other direction, something like that. See, this game does something really cool with its level design, which is it likes to use a lot of like the non-obvious way to do things. So let me actually survey this area a little bit and see what potentially I would need to do. Because I know it is... I'm trying to see what ramps you could reach from... Oh, is it... Do you... Because all the ramps seem to be going backwards. But this is definitely the end of it, because you would launch off this one, and then you would have enough height to get over there. You do need to run backwards up a ramp at least once. Okay. Well, here. So that way I don't have to keep running around. Let me save real quick. So that way I can start here. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm just going to look it up real quick. I've done this before. I've 100%ed this game before, so whatever. Spyro reignited, Spyro reignited, Spyro reignited. Please show me the original game. Thank you. Oof. 16 years ago. So 2010. We got Fraps going. This is probably being played on EPSXE. Okay. Start here. Yep. Got it. Launch it like you're going to be launching that. Then you... Okay, then you turn around. There. That's what I was missing. So you turn around then. That's going to be fun. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. So... Yeah, this might get a little disorienting. But... Down the ramp. Jump that. Turn around. Run back up. Oh, I ran out. I ran out of steam. Alright, let me try to be on the ramp more. Damn. Alright, what am I missing here? What I might have to do is be down that ramp more. The one that I'm going backwards on. Yeah. Oh! Ooh, almost. I have the right idea. Okay, hold on. Oh! Fuck. This is why I saved, by the way, because I do feel like I'm going to chew through a bunch of lives in a moment. Oh, fuck. Fiddly. Very fiddly. Alright, let me try to copy what he's doing in the video a little more. Hold on. Okay. He barely touches that one at all. He goes, yeah, right to the middle. And he mostly goes on the outside. Okay. I'll try it. Okay. I'm getting a lot more airtime off that first one than he is. Fuck! What is going on here? I'm pretty sure there's something different about the supercharged ramps in the Japanese version. I'm pretty sure I heard something like that. 'Cause I do feel like and I have it. I would just need to grab the copy of the game. I have my American save, and I could see if there's anything differently I should be doing in it. All right, that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Give me one moment, chat, because I have my American Spyro save. I would just need to grab the American copy of the game, and I'll load up Treetops real quick. Oh, this is all European stuff, because I keep grabbing European copies of games. One thing that kind of annoys me about Vim, which I am now forced to use again, is that they don't actually seem to be using CHD files, CHUD files, whatever you want to call them. Even though that would massively slim down the size of all of the disk-based games, they're still not using them. They just have the normal like bin queue stuff in a 7-zip, which is fine. It'll compress it a little bit, but I think you get better rates out of CHUD. So I don't know. I would swap to it, but I guess they'd rather have them in the raw format than the compressed format. Anyway, let me also grab my save. This is why I obsessively back up all of my saves, chat. So that way I can pretty quickly and easily get to them if necessary. There we go. My internet here is noticeably faster than Cabby's, which is so unfortunate because she lives next to a major city, and I'm in the fucking boonies. Can't explain it. Alright. Okay. So I've saved this, so I'm going to shut it down briefly. Memory cards. I'm going to swap over to Spyro. Rescan for games. American Spyro. Alright. Skip through all this. There it is. You can see, by the way, what the difference in the camera is. This is, well, it's a lot more fluid. Oh, perfect. I can skip right to Beastmakers. Hells yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm instinctively, now that I'm used to it, playing with the camera like this, even though I don't need to in this version. Anyway, treetops. Alright. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's see if it's something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, it's just a copy of my save. I don't care if I save over it. We're experimenting, chat. That's what college is for. That's what I got told by a gay man. Okay, do it just like in the video. Hit that. Son of a bitch! Okay, I fucked the last part up. You saw that, right? Completely different results. That's fucking crazy. Let's try that again, just so we can say that's not a fluke. What the fuck is going on? Why'd they change the Japanese version so much? So then you jump, and then you jump, and then you glide. Japanese superchargers are worse. No fucking way. Dude, that goes crazy. That goes really crazy. I think I had to employ some trick to get it. Wow. Alright. Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Because that's the thing, right? When you're struggling with something on stream, it's sort of like, well, you just suck. Well, no. There's difference. There is a difference. That's really weird. Why? Why is it like that? I have no idea. Anyway. Let me go ahead and swap back to my normal memory card. And get Japanese Spyro booted back up. And we'll keep trying treetops. Oh, perfect. It even puts me right here. My only guess with why, at least with the camera, why they changed it is this... I've never played Super Mario 64. I know this sounds crazy. I have never played it. I will eventually. Not right now. Is this closer to how the camera works in that game? where it was like, oh, well, maybe we'll change it for the Japanese market like that, you know? I don't know. All right. Yeah, you do run out of juice. Why? Why would they change that? Let's get to the bottom of this. Completely removes the ability to perform charge jumps. That is it. That's it. That's what I was talking about when I had mentioned when I mentioned jump dashing, like when you jump onto the supercharge ramp, and that's a trick you need to use to get more speed up a supercharge ramp. So that's what I was referring to. That's right. That doesn't work in this version. I saw a comment on the sets page saying this. I have no idea if this is true or not because I'm a Redditor. Because playtesters in Japan complained about motion sickness. Interesting. All right, let's see if there's any comments on the set page itself for how to do the supercharges. Hold on, I gotta log back into my account. Alright, they dumb down the thieves to compensate. That might be why I'm having a better time with the thieves in this version. Interesting, I did not know that. Spyro is slow even when charging. Yes. Here, let's... Is there anything specifically on... Oh. You know what I might do, chat? I might... I might do Treetops off stream. Because I've already got it up. And we're already pushing 2 hours, 40 minutes, so I might call it for the evening. And I'll go for Treetops, however long it's going to take. I'll go for it off stream. Because, I mean, you've already seen the entirety of the level, and you saw me hop over there in the American version. So effectively, we could say that I 100%ed it. I just have to actually do it. And then we'll pick back up next week with some much easier levels. Believe me, Treetops is honestly the hardest stage in the game. I don't think that there's any others that are as bad as this. I think there's some other funky supercharges, but nothing as bad as Treetops. So, yeah, I might call it there for the evening. I know this chat's getting a little quiet and bored also, so I think it's probably a good time to call it. I see DCB has posted some arts. Yeah. Oh, these are cool. Yeah, no, it's been a very fun stream. I've very much been enjoying this. I do enjoy. The thing is, even when Spyro is hard, it's a lot. It's still kind of just like, oh, you know, it's a easy breezy little game. You know what I mean? And this is definitely a nice change from what I'm used to. Even if it is an objectively worse version, it's still fun. It's still good time. Still good Spyro. And we'll be doing the whole trilogy. So once we get into Spyro 2 and 3. I mean, that's going to be the English versions, and that'll have like actual like dialogue to listen to, and stories and characters and whatever. So Not that it's not anything you don't know if you aren't a regular tuned into Savannah's streams, but you know, that sort of deal. But yeah, I'm gonna transition back to the Skullbilly. Yeah, very good stream, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and seems like the stream is ending. Yeah, you're not missing anything, Moon Moon. All good. Night, man. See you next week. Wolp.world. Everybody go to Wolp.world. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Love you, and we will be continuing this next week. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.